Sometimes I think they want us to figure it out for ourselves. I'm going to take it there. Y'all remember the Tuskegee experiment? How they were willing to let the black men suffer and to see how long they would last before they came to their demise. And y'all remember Hurricane Katrina? Those people had to figure it out for themselves. The community was helping. Your neighbor. It took a while before the leadership stepped in. Could our leadership be testing us to see how much we can take before they step in? Do they do it because they want to show us that they are superior? Or do they do it because they want to show us that they have the power and put us in submission? Is that the reason? So let's talk about what happened. The government has finally reached a deal, but it's only until January the 30th. So it's a temporary fix. So what does this mean? This means that federal workers will now start to get paid and they're going to get their back pay. So that's good. SNAP benefits will be paid. So that's a good thing. And people who were furloughed can go back to work now. But y'all, what happens after January? We still gonna have a problem, right? I want y'all to think about something. This shutdown has showed us a lot about ourselves and about our leadership. And it makes me think, are they testing us to see how much we could take, how big our capacity is before we just break? And then I think about, do they really love America? Because you all will fight amongst yourselves and watch the country suffer because y'all can't get along. And then it shows us a lot of things that we need to be doing. And I'm going to get into that. But let's talk about the testing part, how they test us. It reminds me of a job. You know how you have a person on the job, they showing off all their skills, showing the job everything they can do. And they making their coworkers look bad because, you know, they doing their work so fast. They getting finished ahead of time. So the boss, he like, I'm just going to give them more work if they can do it like that. And the boss, he just praising you. He like, good job. But he ain't giving you no raise. He just trying to see how much you can do. Because what we do, they see us out here hustling, working 2 and 3 jobs right now. And because we keep finding a way, they don't feel the pressure to fix anything. They don't feel the pressure to raise minimum wage because they know we gonna do it all. A lot of us doing it all and we don't even get any praise or recognition. We working without a paycheck. They talking about we gotta open up the government. The economy is suffering. The people been suffering. But I want to lead y'all to something. I was in Applebee's the other day. It's some real life situations that be going on. Y'all know during the shutdown, people were not receiving their SNAP benefits. So I went to Applebee's, which I don't like to go because the food is just not the same anymore. Y'all, I really don't like going to restaurants. So I didn't bring a lunch that day. And I went to the Applebee's and I pulled up. I did the pickup service. And the lady told me somebody just tried to run out without paying. And I asked her, have you all been experiencing that a lot? And she said, yes, it's been a lot of people coming in. They will sit down, eat their meal, and they will walk out without paying. I said, can you all give them the leftover food? She said it was against the law to give them the leftover food because you all know them restaurants, they throw away a lot of food. The shutdown put people in some desperate situations. But let's not even trip because we know that people were already in a lot of desperate situations. The shutdown just made it worse. It's like our leadership, they never come when you need them. They never help when you need them to help. That's why we can't depend on them. Y'all remember Camp Mystic in Texas? I think it was Kerr County. Remember that girls' camp? And they had that big flood, and who showed up to help them? It was people like me and you. It was the community helping. It took the government a long time to show up. And y'all probably feel the same way, but we got to continue to work together as a community. We got to keep growing our own foods stocking up our pantry, saving what we can. Even just, talking to that manager at Applebee's, it just shows me that people are going to do whatever it takes to survive. Do you all know the restaurants waste about 33 billion pounds of food a year? That's $160 billion just tossed away. They would rather throw that food away than give it to starving people. So do you all think that they are testing us to see how long we will last? Or do you think they want us to see how much power that they have and we got to bow down to them? Do they do it to put us in submission? That's the question. Y'all, I have been working a second job for the last 10 years. I'm tired, but I can't give it up because I just never know what can happen. I'm being intentional about starting my food pantry and just trying to put back everything that I can and leverage all of my gifts and talents so I can make streams of income for myself. And you got to think the same way. So I'm going to ask you, what have you learned from this shutdown? Put it in the comments. Are you stocking up? Are you gardening? Are you saving more money? Are you praying more? Because I think God is showing us something. We can't keep depending on a broken system. It's broken, y'all. We got to keep building community and living by faith and be a good steward of what God has given us. But that's all I have, you guys. And I look forward to talking to you all in the comments.